So if you've been on TikTok for the past couple of weeks, you've seen Frankie Valli singing at 90 years old, and you do think to yourself, I think he's been forced to do that. If not, I'm a bit worried about my For You page that I've just got this guy constantly singing. Well, I don't think you can call it singing, it's more like mouthing the words with music in the background. So basically just doing lip sync battle, but with his own songs. So if you don't know who Frankie Valli is, he was a singer that was born in New Jersey, America, May 3rd, 1934. He's currently 90 years old. His previous work was, he was the lead singer of a band called the Four Seasons in the 60s, which had very big songs like Sherry, Walk Like a Man, and Working My Way Back to You. To be honest, whilst I was doing research for this video, I actually didn't realise how many songs I knew of his. But he's been in plenty of bands, the Four Seasons and the Four Lovers and the Wonder Who. That is some of the ones he's been in. However, if you haven't seen any of the stuff that's actually happened in TikTok, I'll play a couple of the clips for you. I don't know what YouTube's going to do about the music in this case, so I'm just going to play it and then it'll not be the music that he's singing to. So honestly, that is one of his better ones. I wouldn't even say like he looks that bad there for him, and even that, you're looking at that if you've not seen it before and went, that doesn't look bad. And the search bar link is, why doesn't Frankie Valli blink? And to be honest, I actually only just noticed in that one that he actually doesn't blink at all. Loads of folk are saying he looks like an animatronic, which I do kind of believe. He looks like a Blackpool animatronic. One of the things it actually says in one of these videos is that there's better animatronics at Blackpool, and that's obviously, that's saying something. So obviously you're watching that and thinking, this is actually quite sad. A 90-year-old man obviously hasn't paid money into his retirement fund because he'd have been really famous back in the day. Even then, I was looking at some of his music and I was like, oh my god, I know so much of it. Obviously, I'd say his most iconic one for me, at least because I wasn't around in that era, obviously, was Grease, because he was the singer that sang Grease, like the song that's the intro of Grease. And obviously, I feel like that's probably one of his bigger ones because that's the one I know him as a 23-year-old. But obviously, he's made a lot of money if he was doing feature films and stuff like that. But I think people are worried just about the fact that he's having to do this, because you just think about your own like grandparents thinking, I don't want them working at 90 if they don't want to. If they don't want to is the key part of that, what I just said there. I was also looking at comments he'd made, his Instagram and stuff like that, and what it seems is like he actually just really enjoys singing. Which I know is a bit weird because he's not really singing, but I think people are like, I think he's just kind of went, oh well, if I enjoy it, I'm just going to do it. So I'll get a couple of his statements up. A statement that he put out to the New York Post was, I know there's been a lot of stuff on the internet about me lately. I wanted to clear the air. I absolutely love what I do, and I know we put on a great show because our fans are still coming out in force, and the show still rocks. So obviously he's still happy about it. I think it's just maybe he's possibly taken like quite a quick decrease in health possibly, and that is why he's actually like looking a bit more ill. But also I didn't even, right, so to be honest, I didn't know who he was until I seen him on TikTok and all this stuff. And it's good that I'm getting to see like more older music and stuff like that. But will this kind of like help him or will it not help him? Like with the full, like more people probably want to go see it because obviously it's like a big meme. I wouldn't even say meme, it's just like a big thing in the social zeitgeist now. And you do feel bad for him, but if he loves it, I can't complain. Like I hope at whatever age, like whatever I find out I love doing, like absolutely love doing, I hope at that like 90 I'm still doing it. Like I hope that that's the case, that I love something that much that I don't mind doing it at that age, even if maybe he's not doing it his best, because I highly doubt that's him singing. I can actually put money on that it's not him singing, because at that age I think your vocal cords are just shot, like you can't do that. And another statement he's had as well, I chuckle from the comments, wonder if someone's forcing me to go on stage. Nobody has ever forced me to do anything I don't want to do. So yeah, like there's also the small thing of, even though he's not being forced to do it, doesn't mean that maybe he needs the money. Like, that's the thing as well. Like, even though he's saying I'm not forcing myself to do it, maybe he's always like one of these people at the traditionalists, maybe back in the earlier days, where it's like, oh, I need to make the money because I'm the man in the house. Maybe he's still got that mindset because his wife is 60 and he only married her last year, which is mental, like getting married at that age. But I suppose if love's love, I'm not going to complain if someone gets married at that age. It's not my right to get annoyed at them, and it's not my right. As long as they're happy, that's all that matters. Another thing that kind of helped me with the statement of like he actually enjoys doing it is he got COVID this year, like as in the 18th of August, which is mental that he survived COVID at that age. Hopefully he always survives and stuff like that. I don't wish that upon anyone. I didn't mean that in a bad way. But his statement was, "Hi everyone, unfortunately I've got COVID. Like so many other folk these days, I'm tired but doing okay. Of course I won't be able to perform tonight in Atlanta and had to miss last night in Greensboro, bro? No clue how to say that. Sorry to all the folks that bought tickets to them shows. Stay tuned, my guys will get them rescheduled as soon as possible." My thing as well, obviously he'll have like a publicist or something like that, but I think that's mental if he doesn't, if he's that competent at writing on Instagram. That's my thing. Because obviously all his stuff on Instagram's kind of like Frankie Valli pushed back at criticism who says he's too old to perform. When you do look at him going, he does look like an animatronic, so I understand why people are saying that. I think comments are turned off. It says I can comment, but there's no comments under it, and I reckon there should be comments. Frankie's got 42.8k followers, but my TikTok had a progression last week. So the previous week and the week before that was all just Frankie Valli clips of him just performing, and you kind of go, wow, like I think maybe he needs to retire. But this week it's kind of went on to people imitating him and making memes out of it and stuff like that. So as well is Frank. I know that wasn't Frankie obviously, but Frankie does look like he can't be bothered on stage as well, and I don't understand why he doesn't open his mouth that much. I don't know if it's maybe an age thing. I've never had any family members live long enough to see 90, so I wouldn't know. That's a question I do wonder. I don't think I'll ever have it answered, to be honest. This one I feel like it's very a millennial meme, or yeah, I'd say millennial meme. This one's very like a millennial meme, and I'll just play it just so you see it. The millennial meme bit was because it has the bars at the bottom and the top. Like, it does very much seem like Facebook. Like, that should be on Facebook or Instagram. That's why I was saying that. We'll do one more. This was actually the video that inspired me to make the video, and it's just because I found it very funny, to be honest. Sherry baby. Just thought I'd leave that and that. Overall, with the full Frankie situation, I hope that he is enjoying it, and I hope that he's not feeling like he needs to, even though he's not being forced into it. And you obviously hope that your grandparents, you don't need to see them in that position at that age, unless they're doing it that they love it. However, I do believe none of us are going to know apart from his family, and even then he may be lying to them. But I hope he's happy, and I hope he's here for many years to come, because obviously he's at a sad age that you do worry about stuff like that. But it could be wanting to do the rock star thing and having his last thing on stage, if you know what I mean by that. But yeah, hopefully I'll leave that on a better note. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have took like a month off because my uni started, so hopefully I've came back with a video you enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe.